Okay, day 2 of our half-hour business series. I'm gonna hit play right now on a 30-minute timer. Okay, so this is right where we left off yesterday, obviously. And part of the issue with doing it in half-hour increments like this is you can't really get a flow like you could if you worked in larger chunks, but I want to do it just to demonstrate that it can be done. If you hear some scuffling around me, that's because my dog is here with me working today. So, yeah. So, this Bisco Industries, this is right where we left off. Right here, we got through them from Abatron, but what I decided to do, I was thinking, and it might actually just be better if I contacted them directly. Abatron to request product info, custom quotes, catalogs, or sample requests. And this is for custom electrical hardware. That's not really what we want. But I think they do have stuff, and we'll be able to contact them and 3.5mm plugs. You don't think this is a big thing, but let's look on Amazon. Automatically we have a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to hit enter, so that's 3.5mm, and this is all the stuff. We've got cables, we've got the stereo jacks, female to female plugs, male to female plugs, male to male, all sorts of different cords. And let's just see what kind of volume. Now notice that we started our search in musical instruments, and this is technically something that's musical instruments, but not really. This is actually in electronics, and that's kind of one of the things that you got to watch out for. You know, you can't get so pigeonholed into what you're doing that you kind of get blinders on to the opportunity. If we'd have clicked on this website and just kept going because it didn't appear like it's musical instruments or musical instrument accessories, we may have missed this, and you know, who knows, it might become something that we really like to see. Our stuff is going really slow today. It's not pulling BSR or sales. Okay, I'm gonna hit refresh, see if we can come up with something. Or maybe it's just not pulling data today properly. This happens sometimes. Hey, we've got estimated sales trends. That works out nicely. But for some reason, we're not showing product info on the product level. But if you look at the market trends here, it'll show you there's a whole bunch of reviews. It's way more competitive than what we want to get into, obviously, especially for rate of wow. But it tells you that there's a lot of things, you know, a lot of sales in this category, in this sector. So it might be something that, you know, you find some niche connection that isn't as competitive, and you can live on the fringes of this and really have fun with it and do really well. So we're actually just going to keep going because I want to find something that, you know, I would consider, you know, a good supplier that's quick to pick up on. Okay, this ACE Products Group. Okay, so first thing I notice is new dealer sign up and then a dealer portal. And looks like they've got Fender, cases, Yamaha band orchestra instrument accessories, This is kind of the stuff that cables, stands, parts. So these guys have a lot of stuff. Our brands. Let's just look at this. What's Yamaha accessories? Oh, and it wants us to log in. Free freight on all orders 2,000 and up. Some restrictions apply. So, this is a good company right here. And the reason I say that, if we type in Yamaha here for instrument, these guys are going to be showing up. This is a distributor. So we're just going to click over here. What does the new dealer sign up show? And this is something that I really like. They've got a sign up right on their store right here that I'll be able to plug in. How did you hear about us? Trade show, e-commerce. I'm going to quick fill this out. It doesn't look like there's a lot of stuff beyond what I've got here. They're asking for your business name. That's a big thing too. I like companies that ask for business name. I wish they had a spot for free text, but they don't. Market focus is we're just gonna, we've got to make something up. Band and orchestra, guitar. We are looking at AV. And yeah, so I'm going to fill this out real quick. I'm going to pause the video and get back with you in a second. Okay, done. Just says thanks, we'll be in touch soon. That took me a grand total of what? Not even a minute to fill that out. And so, who knows? We'll see if they get in touch. We're going to go over to our spreadsheet, and on these guys, I will say filled out form on website, waiting reply. Okay, and so in a couple days, if we haven't heard from these guys, then I will call them. The reason I call as a follow-up is because it adds legitimacy, and it also kind of puts them on the defensive as far as they kind of realize, wait, this guy's real serious about buying from us, and we missed it, we slipped up, we made a mistake. And so they automatically start out with an apologetic kind of approach. They're like, that's not us, so. And sometimes, because it asked if we were online, sometimes they might say, we don't want to deal with online people. And at that point, I just say, hold up, we don't drop ship, we buy in bulk. You say it's $2,000 for free shipping, we like that. And then we move from there. Let's keep moving. I can exit out of that one. Ace Sonic. Okay, what do they do? Karaoke, mics. Looks like karaoke stuff. Interesting. Products. Let's just look at accessories. And here, Ace Sonic. Hey, look at this. They have products. Notice it's Ace Sonic brand. And the products are reviewed. Normally I would look to see how well they were selling, but I don't think our tool is going to pull that up today. Hey, it is on this one. Okay, so they're selling decently. It's not anything to write home about, but it's okay. A lot of these are FBM, which is good for us. That means we can come in and compete really easily if we decide to jump on these listings. Sometimes I do bundles because then I can create my own listings. Other times we'll jump on other people's the existing listings, and it just depends on what we want to do. So let's go over here to contact. We want to contact sales, and sometimes I call. Today I'm feeling like writing things out. So same as yesterday, we're going to do essentially the same kind of message. I'm going to pause this, that way you don't get bored with what I'm doing. Okay, that's done. And if you'll notice, I'm not really spending a lot of time on a lot of these companies. The ACE products, I will spend time on this one. I really liked what I saw at first glance on their website. We're just going to copy that. And I'm going to highlight this ACE. We're going to make sure to follow up with them. So I don't spend a lot of time running through because let's be honest, the A's in this alphabetical list from our wholesale directory, from our trade show, goes down to line 79. There's 78 A's. So I don't need to spend a lot of time on any of them. I'm going to cast a wide net. I'm going to reach out. There's going to be a percentage of them that contact me back. Some of them, if I really feel like it, I'm going to call. Especially if they really pique my interest, I'll call them up. And then we're going to see where it goes. Eventually we're going to get a price list. We're going to get a wholesale account going. And then I'll know which direction we're going to head with this whole thing. So let's just keep it going. Econ Digital, musicmarketing.ca. This is software. That was easy. Accord Electronic, that's not USA based. ACUS. KellyDistribution.com. KellyDistribution.GoDaddySites.com. Interesting. Okay, so these guys are interesting. The following brands exclusively in the United States and Canada. Those. And the following accessory products. See, these guys I'm going to have to contact and call. So let's see how much time we have left. See if we've got time for a call. 11 minutes, we do. Okay, I'm going to put the phone on speaker. Hopefully y'all can hear it. Otherwise, you'll probably be able to hear me. Before I do that, looks like they have a Facebook page. I want to look a little more to see what kind of thing. That's a Google redirect. Where is it redirecting to? Schlagwork. Translate. Why not? Okay. So this is just stuff that they're putting out to push their. What I'm looking for before I call them is to see Schlagwork. If they are the ones that are selling all this stuff. If they are, I'm just going to move on. Ships from and sold by Sam Ash. And that's the only person on this listing. they've got all sorts of stuff, so that's probably not the case. Let's look at some of these other sizes, see if it's different. That one's ships from and sold by Amazon. Okay, what I was looking for is I was looking to make sure they were sold by different people. Sometimes when you've got a distribution company like this, they're going to want to do all the online sales themselves, but these guys are pretty low tech. They never even got rid of the GoDaddy sites in the middle of their name. So they built this on GoDaddy, and yeah, it's a cheap website, which really interests me, especially when it doesn't work properly. So we're going to call them up.
Distribution can help you.
Hi, this is Josiah. I am looking at your website, and the only thing for contacting you is this phone number. I'm looking to see what kind of a wholesale deal you guys have. I'm an online retailer looking to get into some more percussion and musical instrument stuff. Wondering what you can do for me.
Well, basically, we can send over a dealer application for you. Do you have? Are you set up as a corporation? Do you have a resale certificate?
Yep.
That type of information.
Yep, got all that. So.
Okay, very, very good. So where are you located?
We're in Michigan.
You're in Michigan.
Yeah,
okay.
You guys are. Where are you? California?
Yeah, we're in Florida. We're in the
Florida.
Miami area.
Oh, nice. I was down there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah. This is a good time of year to be down here.
Yep.
So, cool. What's your email address? We can send that over. Now, one thing, we do get calls from online retailers a fair amount. The one question they all ask is if we drop ship, and that's one thing we do not do.
Yeah, I don't care. I prefer to buy my stuff wholesale and in bulk. So,
gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha. So,
yeah.
What's your email address? You know, a couple thousand between all of our products.
Oh, okay.
So it's a fair amount here. So let me double check this. I have bu.com.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
Josiah.
How do you spell that?
Josiah.
I-A-H. Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get that sent over now, and then basically get the dealer application filled out. Once we have that, a copy of the state resale certificate, then we can get a price list over to you.
Awesome.
And then go through the different programs that we have.
Cool. Now, what format do you guys usually have that price list in?
We have it both in Excel and in PDF.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I like it when it's in Excel because.
Yeah. Most people do. It's easier for listing stuff. So, and what's your website address?
We've got a couple of them.
Gotcha.
We might do things that we'll sell a guitar and an amp and the chord and everything all together in a set type thing. So it just kind of expands everything out.
Okay, perfect. That sounds good. So awesome. All right, Josiah, we'll get this sent over. If you don't have it in the next 15 minutes, give us a call back, but you should have it here shortly.
Okay, sounds good. I'll get that filled out and sent back to you today.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right,
bye. Okay, so you notice I did cut out there a couple times. That's because I should probably not put my personal information out there to the world. So email address, that kind of stuff, business identity. Just I don't want people ripping me off. So some of that personal stuff I kept quiet, but everything else, that's how the calls go. They're people, they want to talk to me. I'm just going to switch over here. Let's see, what are we at? Let's see. So they should be sending me an email here in a couple minutes. I'll get that printed off. I've got 3.5 minutes left on this one. So we're just going to keep going, running down the list. They said they have about 2,000 SKUs, which is a good size. That's a decent size. Some of their stuff is going to be bulky. I don't know what we're going to be able to make of it, but it could be really good. Called will be sending dealer app. Call if I don't receive. 213. See, now if you, I think I got this in the call. Notice he commented about not drop shipping. That's a big thing that a lot of these people get contacted about for online retail, and that's a big thing that they're like, we don't do, because it takes a lot more work to ship one thing. Well, it takes the same amount of work to ship one thing as it does to ship 20 things, and they would much rather ship 20 things for an order of, $500 or $1,000, or 200 things for a couple $1,000 than to ship one thing. And so that's kind of their approach, and that's where our opportunity is. And we don't ship out the one thing, we send it into Amazon and make Amazon ship it out. So get rid of Kelly, Adam Audio, next one. So these are speakers. These are going to be heavy and bulky. I don't care for heavy and bulky. They may be awesome. Unless they're really high on Amazon. Nope. Well, there is some stuff. These are expensive. Wowzers. Okay, at first I said no. I might change my mind. Actually, look at those BSRs. The BSR is a bestseller rank when they're curved up like that. It means there was a sale way back here. This is a month of a BSR, and it's just a short visual. It doesn't give you a lot of info. But that big curve tells me that there's not any sales, which is also reflected in the sales estimate. But if you look up here, we've got 44 sales on something that's priced at $230. If we can come in and get 10 sales, that's $2,000. So that's worthwhile. 41 sales on something that's $750. It doesn't take long to make back that money. Who is it being sold by? Dale Pro Audio. Just the one FBA seller. Notice this is the BSR. This is a Keepa app, and it shows me the BSR, a couple other things. Couple people are selling them used. Everything else is new. 750. That means this company probably has a MAP, or a minimum advertised price. That's a good thing for us because it keeps everybody at the same price, especially if it's strictly enforced. Now notice there was only one FBA. Oh boy, we're done. But I'm going to run over just a second to explain this to you, and then we're going to contact this company first thing tomorrow. The first Amazon page I looked at had a different FBA seller. And that's what I was looking for. I was looking for multiple FBA sellers, because that tells me that these guys are open to having somebody else sell their product. That's a big deal. Sometimes they'll have an exclusivity with one seller. If one seller is selling all of their products, it's not going to be a good deal for us. If we have multiple sellers across their listings, there's more of an opportunity for us to come in and say, hey, let's be one of those sellers as well. Now this stuff is priced expensively, so we're going to have to take that into estimation. It's actually not that big. It's 15 pounds, but it's 7 by 9 by 11, which is pretty small. What's this one? $750. Oh my goodness. So this one is 20 pounds, and this is going to be quite a bit bigger. 8 by 11 by 13, but still not over. It'll be oversized. That's something you don't have to worry about right now. But at that price point, I'm okay doing a little more custom handling because I touch one unit and make a couple $100 off it in profit. I'm willing to do that. So we'll contact these guys tomorrow and see where it goes. We're probably about one account in so far, so that's a good deal. And see y'all tomorrow, session 3, I guess. Here we go.